each day of the week. Come on, let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. What you waiting for? Come and take a seat. Like and subscribe, this is where you wanna be. Cause you know we gon' talk about it. Let's talk about it. Get in here, we in here tonight. So get in here, we in here to vibe.
Hey, everybody. Happy Friday. How's everybody doing? How's everybody doing? This is Amoira, your host for the Talk About It with Amoira show. Hope everybody's doing good. My voice is somewhat back. It's not 100%, but we rocking with what we got today, okay? If you're good with that, put hell yeah in the comments. Y'all already know this show about to be off the hook, off the chain. You already know. Put hell yeah. If you're ready for all of this, put hell yeah in the comments down below. Hashtag hell yeah. I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready. Hey, Glenn, I see you. Let me give some people some shout outs. I'm going to try to shout out my members. There's so many of you in here, though. Let's go. Cutesy. Hey, girl. Mary, I see you. Rashida. Haven't done this in a long time. Deanne, I see you, girl. Valerie, I see you. Latanya Green. Kimberly T. Just a Mess. I see you, girl. Deanne, I see you. Rita C. Baldwin. Carolyn Woods. I am Glenn. For real. I see you. Rita Harris. I see you. Tamik. Denise. Collier Hall. Lesis. What is that? Lesis, Lisa 07100. I see you. I see you. I see you, Tandra. Did I say just a mess? I think I did. Shantisa, Yolanda, Latoya Bailey. I see you, Patrice, Tamik, Lady V. Who else do we have? I see you, Cheryl, Rhonda, Jazz, Marp, Mary, Coyer, Denise. I think I'm repeating. Janice. Me, I see you, girl. Natasha, is that two Yolandas? I'm not sure. Renee, I see you. Wynette, I see you, girl. Val, Tandra, Rhonda, Jaylen, I like that name. It's my daughter's name. Marley. Who else do we have? Who else do we have? Who else do we have? Kayshawn, Felicia Bond, Kimberly Charity, Dee Quane and Wayne. How did I forget that? Hey, Lauren, and I forgot to text you back, Lauren, but I got you. Shervon, I see you. Summer, I see you. Dion, Bink, I see you, girl. Neely, I see you, girl. Who did I miss? I think I got everybody that at least said something. If you said something and you lit up in green, I think I called your name out. If I did not, let me know. I see you in the house, Callie, my bro. What's going on, honey? So let me get to the question first. Let me see, do I have a question? Hold on one second. Let's get to it. So y'all know what today is, right? Today is Ask Amoira. It's the day where you can ask questions, relationship questions. And the relationship don't have to be you and your significant other. It could be your mom, your dad, your best friend, your neighbor, your school teacher, your co-worker. It could be any type of relationship, okay? Any type of relationship question. It absolutely do not have to be your love relationship, okay? So let me see. Let me look at the question. Give me a second. I should have had it pulled up. I don't even know if we have one, but let me just check, because I always give you guys an opportunity to send one in. But y'all know we don't have no questions. We're going to talk about some other shit. We're going to talk, baby. We're going to talk. I got 172 people in here. Please hit that thumbs up button. So I do have 3 questions. Okay. And listen, you guys, I don't read the questions ahead of time. So first question, here we go. This is from, I'm not going to say the names. Unless you want me to say the names. If you want me to say the names, you can speak in the comments below. But I'm just going to say anonymous, okay? It says question. Y'all ready? Let me know if y'all ready now. Let me know if y'all are ready. All right, let me see. Do I got any readies? Do I have any readies? I got some thumbs up, so I'm assuming that means ready. All right, here's the question. If your husband that is 10 years older than you and have absolutely no kids, and you have 3 kids, okay, and you both decide y'all wasn't having no more kids, okay? He didn't have none when he came into the relationship. You had 3. Y'all made a joint decision to not have any more, okay? from the jump, right? But then you decided you wanted kids 3 years later, okay? 3 years into the marriage, y'all got married. Y'all said, I do, with no intentions of having any more kids. But after 3 years into the marriage, it says y'all decided, oh, well, the husband decided he wants a child now after 3 years into the marriage. And he goes out and tries to get another woman pregnant. Why did he do that? Could you not have kids? Let me see. And you have 3 and you both decided you were not having any more before the marriage, and he was fine with that. But then he decided that he wanted a kid after 3 years, and then he goes out and try to get another woman pregnant. Why can't he get you pregnant? And you found a text message with him and the other woman back and forth, telling the other woman that he wants a son. What is your next move? Okay, wait a minute. Hold on. Okay, so we got a situation here that, well, we don't have all the information because why is he asking another woman to get another woman pregnant? So could you not have another baby? All right, so basically this question is, if you and your husband, he's 10 years older than you, right? He has 0 kids going into the relationship. You have 3. Y'all made a joint decision to not have any more kids. He was cool with it. He was fine with it, okay? He said, I do, knowing that you guys were not going to have any more kids. You weren't going to have to push no more babies out, right? Then 3 years later, he like, oh my God, I want another baby. I want a baby so bad. I want my own. I want my own. I want my own, okay? But you like, you signed up for this. I told you I wasn't pushing out no more babies. So now he goes outside of the marriage with another woman, and you find a text message between him and the other woman going back and forth, and he is asking the other woman for a son, which means they got to be doing what? In order to have a son, what you got to be doing? What do you have to be doing in order to have another child? Well, what would you do? What would you do? Okay, so let me see what I would do. If I find out that my husband is asking another woman to have his son, child, let me tell you what I do. First of all, I make sure my finances are straight, okay? And then I would contact that other woman, and I would tell her, honey, I hope it's a boy, child. I hope you have a boy. I hope you have a boy, and I hope y'all live happily ever after, okay? Okay? Now, 3 years marriage is not a lot of time, okay? So, I mean, a divorce is hard no matter how many years you've been married. But 3, I would rather get out at the 3-year mark than going down the line and, we talking about some teens in the teens and the 20s and the 30-year mark. You understand what I'm saying? So 3 years is enough time to figure out, no, he's not good for me. He's already cheating within the first 3 years. And do I want to deal with this? And if you don't want to deal with it, yes, I will give him deuces so he can go ahead and have his son, okay? Now, him being 10 years older, I don't know how old these people already are. What is he, 20? Because, if he's already 10 years older, if this is a mature guy, like say, for instance, if he's 40 and he's trying to have a baby, if he's 40 and he's trying to have a baby at late age or whatever, some guys do that, but yeah, I don't know why he got the baby fever. Does he not like the 3 that you already have? So, there's some missing things in this topic, but what say you? So he's already basically cheating because he's telling the woman that he wants a son, and the only way he's going to have a son is he got to, do the oochie coochie, okay? So she said, but you can't choose what you are having. You can't choose what you're having, but if he's telling her he wants a son, that means that they already bumping and grinding, okay? Kim says she'll wish her husband twins. I hope y'all have 2 girls, okay? All right, what are some of the things that you would do? I see Rita says she's leaving. Mary said they doing the nasty already. Angie said deuces. Candy said they screwing. Yas said she leaving because it's obvious that they are no longer on the same page. Yep. Dion said they doing the hanky-panky. Tammy B said, I'm done with their. She said, I'm done. What's there to talk about? The minute he stepped out. The minute he stepped out. And a lot of people don't think that stepping out could be also in text messages, but it actually, listen, That's where it starts, okay? So I've seen a couple of people say, "Oh, I just caught them texting back and forth, just and the other." But what do you think they was texting for? What were they texting for? What were they texting for? Okay. So Catherine said, "I think he's been slipping out already. She could have been the side piece all during the marriage, and he got messy and got caught." Lesis, is that how you say your name? Lisa's Lesis. She said, "I'm out of there." Mary said they cheating. Cat, okay, I read that one. Hey, Skills QB, how are you? I would absolutely leave because that's disrespectful. Deanne says she's leaving. Mrs. Hurd said 100%. Kim T said, I believe he never wanted a child with the wife. Maybe he wasn't that into the wife. Oh, you think that? You think that? You think he was never into the wife? Talisa says she's yelling, I'm gone. I didn't sign up for this. I'm out of here. Okay, Dan said, I'm with you, Amoira. 3 years is early. I'm out. Yeah, 3 years is 3 years is definitely not okay. I can't say that. You can be invested in 3 years. Now, don't get me wrong, because you don't even know how long these people dated. So 3 years can be an investment, but I would say it's a small investment. Okay, breaking up after 3 years, I don't think it's gonna hurt as much as if you breaking up after 10, 15, 20 years. Okay, when you spent 20 years with that one person, you'd have learned everything about them, every which way. Okay. So after 20 years of spending your time with your life, spending your life with someone else, I would think that it would be much harder than after 3 years. After 3 years, you could be like, okay, yeah, he got a little, he got some of me, but he didn't take all of me, honey. You understand what I'm saying? And I would say stay in a relationship and you got 3 other children and he wants to step outside and have another child. So him having another child, how is he going to be with your kids now? Is your kids not good enough? They were when you said I do, right? So, but yeah, you want to step out and listen. I think that a lot of women don't pay attention to text messages, right? They say, well, he didn't cheat. They was getting ready to cheat, but I stopped it. Girl, you ain't stopped nothing. Why you think you stopped it? Because you caught him? Huh? Because he got caught, you think you stopped some? Child, stop. Stop. You just because he got caught, you might have stopped him for that moment, honey. But he's gonna learn how to hide it from you even better, okay? You saw that one text, you ain't seen all the other ones, okay? And you ain't seen the ones that's to come. Just because you stopped that text does not mean that you stopped him from cheating, baby, okay? Because I have heard women say, well, I called him and once I went off on him and said this, that, and the other, and I gave him an ultimatum, he said, okay, I'm never gonna do it again. Okay, well, you think that if you want to sugar pie, he gonna find a better way to hide it from you, okay? Even if he got to go out and get a whole nother phone, okay? All right, Sean said, I will be gone even after 20 years. Try Jesus, not me. A baby? LOL, hell no. Now, let me tell y'all this. I've always said having a baby outside of marriage is a big no-no for me because not only is it cheating, you totally disrespected me and our marriage. Like, cheating is one thing. If you cheat and you so good at it, well, I don't find out about it, I'm not going to go looking for it, right? But a baby, that means that you were sloppy and you didn't give a damn. You didn't give a damn. If you went out raw dogging some other woman and you got her pregnant, that means you did not give a damn, okay? And if you don't give a damn, I don't give a what? Huh? If you don't give a damn, then I don't give a F, okay? Period. Like my grandbaby say, period, poo. Period, poo. If you don't give it a, that's when the sloppiness come in, right? And I know y'all probably like, oh, more, blah, blah, blah. I ain't going to look. I'm not about to go look and check and see if you cheat on me. So now, if you're good with it, stay good with it. Stay good with it. Stay real good. But if it jumps in my face, because I'm not going and look, I'm not checking no pockets. I'm not checking no phone. I'm not pulling out no drawers. You understand what I'm saying? I'm not following you. I'm not putting no trackers on you. I'm not doing any of that, right? But if it just so happened to pop up in my face, then that means you was sloppy with it. Okay, you was very, very sloppy. So if you didn't give a damn, then I don't give a F. Okay. So in this case, 3 years is, I'm gonna say, is not that much of an investment. She already have 3 kids. If he's already in within 3 years, caught texting another woman talking about he want another son, that means they doing the oochie coochie already. Okay. They may have been doing the oochie coochie before the 3-year mark. Who knows? So I'm out of there. I'm not investing a whole lot of time in no cheating dude. I done found out he cheated within the first 3 years. I'm out. Okay. I'm out. Period. All right. So let's go to the next question because I actually got 1, 2, 3 more questions. I thought it was just 3, but it was 4. All right. Let's go to this one. It says, my 30-year-old nephew recently called to talk about his new relationship. He's dating a young lady with 2 kids, age 4 and 10. He has no children of his own. Okay. Similar situation. A man, he's dating a young woman, and she already have 2 kids, 4 and 10, and he has none. Okay. He really cares about the girl, but the 10-year-old is giving him, I don't like you vibes. He said he's wondering if he should stop dating the girl. He never wanted to date anyone with kids in the first place. Yet it's been hard to find a woman in their 30s without children. What advice do you have for him? Now, this is what I would say. I do not say give up a relationship just because the child is giving the I don't like you vibes, okay? And let me explain why, if I must be honest. My husband and I had a blended family. Now, of course, he already had kids and I had kids too. My kids didn't like him, right? Well, let me say my son didn't like him. My daughter was only 6 years old, but my son was in his teenage years. He was 16. He did not like my husband, okay? I didn't like his daughter, right? And it wasn't that I didn't like her straight off the bat. I didn't like her because we had our own issues because, we just had our own issues, okay? And it's not that I didn't like her attitude. And she was 9 years old, right? Now, I'm not going to lie and say that I thought about throwing in the towel because I didn't want to have to deal with my son not liking him and I'm not liking his daughter. I did think about throwing in the towel, but he wouldn't let me actually. He said, no, you got to come up with a different reason. But we did have deep conversations about that, okay? Deep conversations. And we were able to work through it. And now, oh my God, me and my stepdaughter's relationship is down like 4 flat tires. I mean, it is amazing, awesome. I love the absolute dog shit out of her. And vice versa. And my husband and my son are, my son treats my husband like he's his father, okay? So I'm saying that to say it can get better. That is not a deal breaker. Now, if their relationship is good and the 10-year-old is giving the I don't like you vibes, that can take some counseling or some communication, and that too shall pass. And I think that relationship is worth saving, okay? The 10-year-old giving the I don't like you vibe is temporary, okay? I think that sometimes you have to win kids over, and winning kids over is not buying them shit and, doing that. Showing them that you are there for the long haul. You care about their mom. You respect their mom. You care about them. You respect them and their feelings, and you want to be there for them. And, not just, again, giving them gifts and shit like that, but being there. Like showing up, really being there for those kids, your stepchildren. Is that I don't like you vibe. Trust me when I tell you, it will fade away. It will continue to fade away. And then all of a sudden they may have the best relationship ever, okay? The relationship is probably rocky in the beginning because like with my case, my son, like, Mom, I just liked it when it was just me, you, and, Jalen. That's my daughter name. Me, you, and Jalen. I liked it when it was just me, you, and Jalen. I don't want Jay around. Just me, you, and Jalen. And you have to, tell your young child at the time, okay, I understand it, but mommy has a life too, okay? Mommy has a life too. So with that said, I think a few conversations with that 10-year-old would change that I don't like you vibe. And if it don't, hey, that 10-year-old is going to be grown eventually and move out, and you cannot date and live for your children. Okay, I'm gonna say that again. You cannot date and live for your children because your kids are gonna grow up and they're gonna be gone. And then what you gonna do? You're gonna be like, oh my God, I was doing everything to please my kids, and now I'm here by myself. Because your kids gonna grow up and they're gonna go about their way. Okay, they're gonna be gone. All right. I would say just date carefully, with your kids there, but don't allow your kids to dictate whether you continue to date or put your life on hold. I don't tell anybody to put your life on hold for your kids, okay? Because they will be grown and gone, okay? So really do not put your life on hold, all right? So what do y'all say? What do you say? If the 10-year-old is giving the I don't like you vibes, should this young man that has no kids, should he leave? He's 31 years old. Should he leave the woman with the 2 kids if the child, the oldest the child, the 10-year-old, is giving I don't like you? Or should he try to stay if they are getting along and working it out? What do y'all say? Let me see. So I see no. No, he should not stay. Hey, everybody that's coming into the chat. So who's saying that the man should stay or should he leave? She said, Amoira, you wouldn't throw in the towel. You would have definitely fumbled because Jay is the best. Yes, girl. If I would have threw in the towel, you were absolutely right. And I thank God for that right there. You hear me? I thank God all the time. I'm like, oh, Lord, thank you, Jesus, And that's why I know that's why I said the things that I say about Brianna and Robert's relationship. I said what they went through is actually not even enough to get a divorce, right? But they allow the internet to dictate, what, their decisions or whatever, right? And in my opinion, I believe Robert, being the man, didn't do what he needed to do to secure his marriage, and that's why he lost it, okay? Because what they went through is nothing compared to what real relationships go through. When I say real, I mean longevity relationships go through way more testing times than that, okay? So the question is, let me repeat the question again. If a 31-year-old young man gets into a relationship with a woman that already have 2 kids, he has none, and one of the kids is giving the I don't like you vibes, should the man stay and try to work it out and possibly win over the 10-year-old, or should he just bounce? I don't know. Okay, let me just see what y'all say. Or should he bounce? Should he bounce or should he try to win over the 10-year-old? I see he said he didn't want a woman with kids. He should leave. Okay, that's a good way of looking at it because he's already getting what he don't want from the get-go. And you know what, Vanessa, I didn't even take that into consideration because my grandmother always told me a man will tell you what they want up front. So if he settled with her knowing that she had kids because he couldn't find nobody without kids, that is a huge red flag because the first opportunity he get to meet a woman with no kids, he may bounce anyway. So that is something to take in consideration. So thank you for pointing that out, Vanessa. That is absolutely something to take into consideration. If a person tell you, I don't like dark-skinned girls, but end up dating a dark-skinned girl, you might want to just think about it like, okay, well, eventually he may wake up and get back to what he originally thought. I don't like dark-skinned girls, right? Glenn says stay and talk it out, but if it's too stressful, let it go. Robbie said, and that's why he can't get over her. Oh, she's talking about, okay, I got what you're saying, Robbie. You talking about Robert. Marissa says, well, how long have they been together? It doesn't say how long they've been together. Mama 3 said he has to get to know the child. If they get along, it's worth staying and see what happened. Sharona says, I'll stay with him. I say win him over with the trust. Okay. And Robbie said it's hard for children to adjust. I don't know, Robbie. My child was 16 and he adjusted just well. It takes some time. It ain't gonna be no overnight type thing. It might even be a year or two. You know what I mean? But they will adjust. If they see, let me tell you something. If a child see a man treating his mother absolutely wonderful, like good, respectful, you know what I mean? Making her smile, making her happy, then I think that that will win the child over. That's what won my son over. My son told me that my husband is the best man that he's ever, like dang, ma, he's the best. And my son saw me go through a couple of relationships, a couple, shoot, my son was 18 when I was 18 when I had him. So he's seen me go through a couple of relationships, and my son told me that my husband now, his dad now, is the best, right? Miss Tanya said, don't settle for what you don't want just to have someone not act. That right there rings volume. Same thing Vanessa was saying. If he already knew from the get-go that he did not want a woman with kids, but it's hard to find a woman in their 30s without kids, and that's the reason you with her, yeah, I don't know. I would probably say go and find what it is that you want. Favor says he should give it a chance and try to win the child's heart. The more facts he is questioning it, it's because he loves the mother. Oh, then look at it like that. So Favor's saying that the reason why he's questioning it, because he could just throw deuces and not question it, right? He could be like, I'm out. I'm done. I don't want this relationship. Sharonda said, exactly, that's my point in winning him with trust. That's what won my husband, trust with my kids, especially my son. Yep. Because let me tell you something. Don't think for a moment that these kids are not seeing how that man treats you. They are watching, baby. You hear me? Watching. She said, is anyone... Oh, that has something to do with something. My sister's kids didn't like her husband when they was first together. Now they just had a 20-year marriage. My sister's kids didn't like her husband. Yep, see? It's reasons sometimes why the kids don't like the new person, and it may not have anything to do with the new person. It's just the fact that they were used to a situation, and then all of a sudden that new person came in and shook some things up, and they're like, I don't like the new setup. I don't like the new rules. No, you know what I mean? I wanted to go back to the way it was, okay? All right. Let me go to another question because we got two more. Okay. The next question is, well, this is a lot of questions in one. Okay, so okay, so the first question is about me. It's a personal question. Okay. The second question. Okay, so the first question, there's a lot of questions. Hold on one second, y'all. So let's do this one last because this looks like how many questions? 1, 2, 4 questions. Is it? Actually, it's 5 questions. All right. Let me start with, I don't know if the first question has anything to do with relationships, but I'm gonna read it anyway. So the first question is, out of respect for yourself, what are some things you won't do anymore? Oh, there's a lot of stuff I won't do anymore. I mean, I'm older, so what I wouldn't do anymore is I wouldn't bypass red flags. You know what I mean? I'm gonna put this toward a relationship, I guess. But I wouldn't bypass red flags. If I see red flags flying in the air, it's no way I would bypass them. Okay. And I would actually set boundaries quicker in my life. If I, now that I'm older, I would set the boundaries and I would not waver. Okay. A lot of times when we're younger and we don't know better, we waver. We allow people to go outside our boundaries, and we kept, you know how that saying, they say, if you give an inch, they'll take a mile. That's what allowing somebody to go outside the boundaries. What happened? You let them go out a little bit, then they're gonna go out a little bit more, then a little bit more, then a little bit more. And next thing you know, they stepped all outside the boundaries. So me, I would identify the red flags in the beginning, and I would deal with it from the beginning. I would not allow myself time to let it fester. Okay. I would cut it at the knees, so to speak. Okay. And other things I wouldn't do, I mean, out of respect for myself, what are some things I wouldn't compromise my integrity, morals, or values for no one. That's including family members or not, friends, close members, strangers. It don't matter. I would not ever compromise my integrity, morals, and values for anyone. Some other things I wouldn't do out of respect for myself anymore. I wouldn't let. Let me see. I wouldn't let my fitness go. I used to be a really in shape fitness person, and then I kind of fell off a little bit. Still in shape, but not like I was. So I would respect my body and what I put in it more. You know what I mean? Yeah, just not put all. I don't do drugs or anything like that, but I just mean, I'm addicted to sugar and stuff like that. So I would just be a little bit more cognizant of what I put into my body and stuff like that. Okay. So let's move on to the next question. It says, does age play a factor in the growth? I do believe that. I don't know if it's more age or just maturity. Okay. So does age play a factor in growth? Age could play a factor, because I do believe as you age, some people, you do become more mature. Okay. But some people age and the maturity does not grow. Okay. They don't get the maturity. They still at 5 years old, 15, whatever the case may be. But as you age, you should mature, but that ain't always the case. So I would say with maturity, there comes more growth. But, me looking back when I was in my 20s and 30s, yes, now that I'm 51, I feel like I have grown a lot from, of course, 20, 30, 40 years old. Okay. But was it because of age, or was it because of my maturity? It could have been because of both. All right. So I don't know. What say y'all? Give answers down below. Give answers down below. Okay. Somebody said yes, they do think that age is a factor in your growth. All right. What does other people say? I only see one person that answered that one. What do y'all say? Do you think age is a factor in your growth? Marissa says both. All right. Okay. So not too many people answer that question. Like I said, I think age is a factor, but I don't think it's the main factor, because some people they turn another age every year, but that does not mean they mature, and that does not mean that they grow. Okay. So Robbie says she thinks experience is a factor. I love it. I love it. I love it. Experience is definitely a factor. Experience. Tawana says, okay, hey, she said, watching from DR. Yay, Tawana. Yes, girl. Take a drink on me, baby. So Glenn said experience is a big factor. Kimberly said, yes, age is definitely a factor, or what you've been through. Okay. Tamik said, yes, it plays a factor, because I am 53 now, and I was in my 20s when I had sex on the first night. Now I've been with my husband for 25 years. Lashina said, you're supposed to mature with age. Some people just don't. That is so true. Gigi said, yes, experience. Tanya said, yes, people still don't know how to be cordial and just relax and be you. Yes. Okay, let's go to the third question. Actually, I think the numbering is wrong. All right. So after months of dating, how do you respond to I love you if you really don't have the same feeling. So I've always been in these relationships where the men always told me they love me first. Every relationship I've been into, the man has always told me I love you first. I mean, they love me first. They said I love you. And it always caught me off guard. I'm not gonna lie to you. Now, just because a person said I love you, it did not make me say I love you back. Okay. And I think now let me take that back. When I was 18, I may have said some bullshit like that, right? When he told me he loved me, I may have said I love you back then, right? But after that relationship, men always still said I love you first. So when they said I love you, it did make me feel a way, like an unease way. Because even with my husband told me he loved me within 3 months. And I'm like, dude, you don't even know me, right? You don't even know me to be saying you love me, right? So when my husband told me I love you, I said, no, you don't. No, you don't. Because I was in my 30s then. I was a little bit more mature, older, wiser. I'm like, no, you don't. You just think you do. You don't even know me, right? He was like, no, I love you. I love you. I do. And I'm like, okay, yeah. But I did not tell it back. Now, I do think that a lot of people think that they have to say it back in order to not hurt the other person's feelings. But I say, if you do not feel the same, do not say it back. You can always say other stuff. You know what I mean? You can say things like, I have love for you, or, wow, that's sweet, or that's amazing. Or you could just flip it on them and say, what do you love about me? What is it that makes you love me? What is it about me that makes you love me? Something like that. Put the ball back in their court. They say, I love you. You say, what is it that you love about me? What is it? Is it my smile? Is it my walk? Is it my poo nanny? What is it that you love about me? How do you know you love me? Right? But with my husband, I said, boy, you don't love me. Stop playing. I'm talking about in 90 days. 90 days, baby. That joker like, I love you. I love you. He was writing me poems and everything. I ain't trying to embarrass that joker, but child, if I can go back and read some of them letters that joker wrote me. Anyway, so... But when I was 18, yeah, I love you. I'm like, oh, I love you too. I love you too. I was dumb, stupid. When you're 18, when you're young, if somebody say I love you, yeah, you may say it back. But when you get older, yeah, no, you ain't falling for the banana in the tailpipe, okay? Because just because they say they love you don't mean you should be going to say I do, okay? So what say you? If somebody tell you early in the relationship that they love you and you really don't share the same feelings, what would you do? What would you say? How would you respond? Okay, Robbie says she would say, I want to grow to love you, okay? Tamik said, you put that poom nanny, poom poom on Jay, huh? I'm telling you, within 90 days, baby, I'm like, what is really going on? Child, what's really going on? But every guy I ever dated, I'm not trying to toot my own horn, but every guy I ever dated, they told me they love me first. So my boy Callie said, if anyone is saying they love you that fast, usually it is sexually related. So he let that love. Poo na girl. Callie, he was loving the poo na. Is that what you're saying? So Callie, coming from a man's point of view, is saying the man is really telling you he love your yams, okay? It ain't nothing about you, huh? Is that what you're saying? Well, now wait a minute, Callie. We waited 3 months before we did it, though. I'm trying to think. Did he say it before or afterwards? I can't even remember, child. I think it was afterwards. Okay, QC says she would say, I'm not there yet. Okay. Glenn says she would say, oh, how sweet. Kelly said, I would say, that's sweet. That means a lot to me. Oh, that's sweet. That means a lot to me. Gigi said, I'm getting lost and will stop answering my phone. Gigi said she's running for the border. Gigi said she is running for the border. If somebody tell her they love her real fast, she out. She throwing deuces. Dad said, we waited a year before sex. We were friends. How long did you wait before he said, I love you? Callie said, I'm sure it was after more. Oh, Lord Jesus, it probably was, Callie. It probably was, because I'm telling you the first time. So Dad said, my husband didn't say to each other for 2 years in our relationship. I felt as though, wait a minute, y'all didn't say I love you for 2 years, Dad? 2 years? I don't know nobody that waited 2 years to say I love you, girl. 2 years? Damn, girl. You didn't say I love you for 2 years. Ooh, wow. That's deep. I didn't wait 2 years, honey. We was married within 3 years. So yeah, no, we were saying I love you. Yeah. Let me see. Rita said, tell them that it's too early. Adrian said, sis, I would ask them what's love to them first. Like, what does love mean to you? Okay, I love it. You know, what does love mean to you? Because you know what? A lot of people, love means something different. You understand what I'm saying? You know, everybody don't view, everybody don't view love the same way. And for me, love is an action verb to me. Okay, it's not that little bubbly feeling in your stomach. That's actually called gas. Okay, you just need to pass that and keep it moving. So, you know, I used to hear a long time ago, they say, oh, if you love someone, you're gonna get this bubbly feeling in your stomach. No, that's called IBS. Okay, irritable bowel syndromes. Okay. That's not love, all right? You're not feeling love in your stomach, all right? It is a action word, okay? Meaning that you have to choose to love someone, all right? You can choose to love them or not. So a lot of times when we stay in these abusive relationships, we're choosing to love that person. We're choosing to stay there. You know, we might say, oh, but I love him. Yeah, because you're choosing to love him. You can actually not choose to love someone and say, you know what, I'm choosing not to love you. And another thing about love, this is coming from Amoira. Another thing about love, just because you love them on Monday don't mean that you're going to love them on Friday. You understand what I'm saying? You can choose to say, I'm going to love you today. And you know what, tomorrow, I'm not loving you today. I'm not putting up with your bullshit. I'm not loving you unconditionally or whatever the case may be, right? It is your choice to love or not to love, okay? So you can choose to love and not love, you know? Angie said, I would love them. I would look at them crazy just saying, if they tell you they love you. So if somebody told you they love you within 3 months, you would look at them crazy. Callie said, I'm not going to lie. The younger me telling me you love me real fast would run me off. You know, it would run a lot of men off. That's why I was never quick to say it. You know, I would wait till the man said it, no matter how I felt, right? I may have felt like, oh, man, I love this dude. I want to be with him and blah, 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 whatever, right? But I refuse to tell a man that I love him first because I've always felt what Callie just said, that it would run him off. So I just kept that inside. Now with my girls, right, I would go to my girls and be like, girl, I'm crazy about this bofo. Like, oh my God, he's my world. He's my everything. He's perfect or whatever I said, you know, all type of corny shit or whatever. But I would never tell him that I love him unless he said it to me first, okay? No matter how I felt, I don't care. I would not say I love you to a man first. Now, I'm not telling you guys that. I'm just saying that is what I live by. I would never tell a man that I love him first, okay? But I know this is new age, honey. Women are telling men they love them. They buying them houses, cars, jewelries, and, taking care of paying their bills and turning them into mom dads, okay? So, yeah, people are doing things different than what they used to do. Now, back in the day, before I said I do, it ain't no way I was doing all that for a man, okay? No way I was doing all that for a man. I would not have cared for no man the way some of these women are caring for them now. And I'm not saying caring from your heart. I'm saying financially. It ain't no way. Now, that's just me, okay? That's me. All right. Somebody said, how do you ask questions? Can somebody put the email down in there? Talk about it with Amoira@gmail.com. You can send your question in. Talk about it with Amoira@gmail.com. Okay. So Rita said that's warning signs. So you think a person telling you they love you within 3 months is a warning? Is that a warning sign? Because Jay told me within 90 days, right? It was within 3 months. It may have been a little after 3 months, like 3 months, 3 months and a week or 3 months and some days, but it was like, real early. Kayshawn said, I'm cutting them at the knees before I get mine. Wait a minute. I'll cut my knees off before I get on mine, before I get on my knees to ask a man to marry me. Yeah, I would never ask a man to marry me. But now, this is new age now. Y'all 20 and 30-year-olds out there, y'all be doing the most. Y'all be absolutely doing the most. Y'all ask a man to marry you, pick them up in the picture and everything. Put them on your back, ride them on a horsey ride. Y'all demasculating these men out here. You know what I'm saying? Y'all are snatching their B card, right? Okay. they man card and handing them their B card. There's a whole lot of B's out here. What they call them Mitches. Male B's are Mitches. Okay, Mitchesses. All right. Vanessa said people are under no obligation to love you back, but I respect. So I think she meant my feelings if they say it. But actions speak louder than words. Exactly. Actions absolutely speak louder than words, honey. But no, I'm not asking no man to marry me. I'm not giving him no piggyback ride. I'm not doing any of that. I like a man, you know. She said, I'm not picking him up. I like a man, you know. I just like a man that, you know, want to be a man, like not want to be the, you know, and getting a pedicure and a manicure is not less of a man. That is not what I'm talking about, right? That's not him grooming himself, is not him taking away his man card. But a man, in my opinion, taking away the man card is allowing a woman to care for him. You know, he be up under her financial control. She got to give him his weekly allowance and stuff like that. You know, he don't know how to make decisions within the, I like my man to make decisions, but I like for him to actually listen to my input as well. But I'm okay with my man making decisions. I think it's sexy, actually, you know, the man making the decisions or whatever. But I do like for my input to be valued and considered, right? But definitely not, well, what do you think? Well, what do you think? Well, whatever you think, that's what we're going to do. No, that's a turn off for me. You know what I mean? I like to give him my advice, right? And then he say, okay, well, based on what you want to do, then, you know, I don't have no problem with that, but I was thinking we should do this, that, and the other. Okay, so how about we do this, that, and the other? I love that a man can put together a plan, you know what I mean? Based off my recommendations and his recommendations put together, and he come up with a plan. That shit is sexy as hell. But I don't like these men that try to throw it back on you for you to do, you make up all the damn decisions. Everything got to be on you, that type of shit. I don't really care for that, you know. Well, whatever you say, honey, whatever you want to do. You're like, damn. She said, I believe we grow as we learn or face trials. Okay. It would be more of an infraction in 3 months. Oh, infatuation in 3 months. Stalker vibes in 3 months. So you think it's a stalker vibe if a person tell you they love, but what about, oh, hold on. Now, Mrs. Dunn. Now, what about the people that get married within 3 months? So you think that's still stalker vibes? She said it's stalker vibes is a man tell you he love you within 3 months. I don't know if that's stalker vibes. I don't think so. I mean, you know, he probably is choosing to love you that soon. Angie said, I feel like 3 months is too early to say I love you. So what do y'all think is a right enough time? What Dad said, it took them 2 years. So what do y'all think a right enough time to say I love you? She said, my husband get manis and petties. Katie said, it's a turn off. I don't like a man that can't make a decision, whether it's right or wrong. Make a damn decision. Okay. Make a decision. Okay. Holding her from behind while she's paying at the register. Girl, bye. Now that right there is some trifling shit. You hear me? Now that's some dirty work right there. Holding her from behind while she whipped that card out. I'd be like, get your smelly breath off me with all that hot air blowing on my neck, knowing that I'm paying for us. You know what I mean? Crazy. Crazy. All right, I'm gonna let you guys answer, but I'm gonna go on to the next question. Renee said, I would have to ask him what is his intentions and let him know how serious those words are, especially when they are not forced. Okay. I think it depends on a couple. I remember seeing a couple get married within a month, say I love you way before that, and was married for 20 years. Okay. Okay, Rita said months to a year. I was told I love you in 3 months. Hey. Tanya said probably a year or longer. Oh, man. How are y'all putting stipulations on that? How are y'all limiting yourself? Are y'all married? The ones that saying this, how are y'all limiting yourself for someone to say I love you within take a year to say I love you? Do you really think it takes a year for someone to actually know that they love you or not? Not even know if they love you, but is choosing to love you. She said waiting 2 years to say I love you. Both of us is stuttering. What? You're waiting 2 years? Oh, wow. 6 months. Men are simple. They know what they want right away. Kimberly, you better say that, girl. That is true. Men know what they want. 8 months to a year. Oh, my God. 6 months, 8 months, a year or longer. Oh, my God. What is wrong with y'all? What is wrong with y'all? If you think it takes a year to know if you love somebody, wow. She said, when Jay said, I love you, did you feel the love that he was projecting to you? I thought I thought it was more of a I like you a lot, but no, I wouldn't say that I felt that. I thought that he was well, let me just say it like this. From what he told me, right? I think that Jay and I had some of the similar goals. And I think that I was a woman that he was like, wow, we're on the same sheet of paper. If that means anything, like before me, he dated women that, well, he wasn't even allowed to date. Like, officers are not allowed to date enlisted, and everybody that he had dated wasn't enlisted. So I was the first officer that he dated, right? So, and not only that, like we had similar financial goals, family goals, future goals. We had similar goals in mind. So it was kind of easier to be like, oh wow, I met somebody that's kind of on the same sheet of music as me, want the same elevation as me, that type of things, right? So I don't think in the beginning it was about. I don't think in the beginning it was about. I think it was more. What's the word? It was more. Our relationship was more. We're on the same track, and we value each other's professional outlook, I guess, and goals and determinations and stuff like that. So it wasn't oh, you're fine, you're sexy, you're this. It's more of wow, you got your head on straight. You got your head on straight. Yeah, I see your upper mobility. I see your determination. I see your willfulness. Yeah, I'm in love with that. You know what I'm saying? Like it was more than, and I guess that's why we're still together and we're best friends, because it was more than just looks, bodies, and all that old bull crap or whatever that some people get into, right? It was definitely more. She said, me and my husband met at work in February and was married in May. We have been married for 22 years. I say it depends on the couple. Okay, I understand that. Absolutely understand that. Keep on. She said, let me rephrase. I think around 6 months if you're really ready for love and commitment. Okay. She said, so you two were equally yoked. Yes, yes, that sounds definitely better. We were definitely equally yoked. Okay. She said it was 3 weeks for me and my fiance and I are getting married next Saturday. Been engaged for a year and a half. Okay, okay, okay. Okay, 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 okay. All right, all right. She said, let some people get lust confused with love. Yeah. But love is a action word. Lust is an action word too. I mean, lust is you're lusting over a person. Lust is more of a temporary thing, where love is more of a long term thing. You know what I mean? Because once you choose to love somebody, you may choose to not love them, but it's least likely that you're going to choose to not love them. You know, unless they do some shit outside of your boundaries, and you're like, F that crap. She said, I sent you something to check. Yeah, I saw it. I will. I will. She said, we were friends for the first year and I was only 18 when we met. I didn't know nothing about being in a relationship. I got pregnant at the end of the second year and it was the 4th of July. And he said, I do. I'm assuming that's what you mean. Or he said, I love you. Okay. All right, let's get to the next question. What makes you think you're such a great person to be in a relationship with? Would you date? Would you date you? Ooh, child. If this is me, I mean, I'm assuming this is me. What makes you think you're such a great person to be in a relationship with? I am a great communicator. Okay, so I'm definitely, and communication is more than just talking; is listening to. So I'm just trying to think of some of the things that my husband have said. I think that I am fair. I'm fair and reasonable. I'm very compassionate. So compassionate and have a lot of empathy. So I care about the person that I'm with. I care about what they think, what they say, how they feel. Very, very caring. I do believe in the love languages, and I try to get to know the person that I'm with love language and try to adhere to that, because it doesn't always, your love language may be different than theirs, and you're trying to show them love the way you know love and not the way they know love can absolutely cause some frictions in the relationship. So I think that I'm more of an alarm aware type of person, that I try to read my partner and get to know their needs, and I don't have a problem with asking them what is it that you need me to do. Like just the other day, my husband and I got up to go walking, and I said, "Is there anything that I need to work on? Anything I need to know? Anything that's bothering you, or anything that we need to discuss?" And actually, he told me some things, and I was like, "Okay, not a problem." Boom. And it was, babe, I need you to take more time for you. Okay. I need you to take more time for you, because I used to take a lot of personal time for me. I used to get body massages twice a month. I'm sorry. I used to go to the gym every day, massages twice a month, nails twice a month. I did a lot of personal care. But since I've been doing this podcast and we moved to Texas, I've been more into my business, right? This podcast is my business. And I haven't been doing a lot of taking time for me. And my husband told me that the other day. He was like, I need you to take more time for you. And so I was like, you know what? I will. You know what? I do need to do that, and I will. Okay. So now I'm back into the gym, and I'm scheduled for a facial and a massage next week, and I can't wait. So it is things that I'm glad that your partner can identify and that you can work on or whatever, right? So, and why would I date myself, or would you date you? Yes, I would definitely date me, because empathy and compassion is a lot in a relationship. And if you lack empathy and compassion, your relationship, in my opinion, is going to be very rough, right? Very empty, very numb. Especially if your partner has no empathy for you, no compassion for you, like you're literally going to be in tears a lot in a relationship. And that's what I refuse to be, in tears. I was in tears in my second marriage a lot. Matter of fact, he called me a crybaby. That's how much tears I was in. And I remember asking God, take away these tears. I don't want to be no crybaby. I don't want to ever have to cry like this again. But again, my second relationship, he was 10 years older than me. And yes, that joker kept me in tears. And I don't even know if they intentionally do it, but I just remember Brianna saying something like, they make you feel low, right? And they may not even be doing it intentionally. But if they lack compassion and empathy for you, things that come out of their mouth will definitely make you feel like you ain't shit, like you low to the ground. And that right there, I would never want my mate to feel like they are low. So if anything, I try my best to put my man up on a pedestal. I try to continue to do it, because you can't just do it one time and let it go. You have to continue to build your mate up, okay? And when you find yourself slipping, you think about it and say, you know what? I haven't been telling him how wonderful, amazing, and a king that he is, how much he means to me in this relationship. Because guess what? Just because you told them 2 years ago don't mean that they want to hear it again and again and again. So I continue trying to build my man up, okay? So I am a builder in a relationship. I would definitely make you, know your worth, know that you mean the world to me and, the family as a whole, okay? So let me see. I think let me just do this one more question, and then we're going to go on to something else. And I know you sent me something, Cassandra, but I may have to look at that afterwards, and that may be next. We still have question and answers for tomorrow. So if you have a question that you want to send in to me, talk about it with Amoira at gmail.com. I'm going to do this last question right here, and then I'll do the rest tomorrow. So here's a question. Oh, wait a minute. Well, it's kind of a statement. It's a statement versus a question, but I'm going to go ahead and read it. It says, so they just got on the panel. They just all got on the panel they just got on a panel to be all coochie crunchy just to discuss Bree? What the? Well, that's not really a relationship question, but hey, it says so they all just got on a panel to be all coochie crunchy with just to discuss Bree. What the? So, hey, I wasn't expecting it, but it's funny. It's funny. Listen. Let me take a swig of water before I get into that. Okay, hold on. Y'all so damn funny. You hear me? Hold on. Let me drink some water. So that's really not a relationship question. I think that's gonna be for another live. How about that, y'all? We're gonna talk about that on another live. Let me see that this person just sent in a question. Okay, she said, "Good evening." All right. I'm gonna save this one for tomorrow. It's kind of long. Yeah. This is a long, another 3 or 4 part question. I'm gonna save this question for tomorrow. Okay. So the question that just came in, Cassandra, I'm gonna. Anyway, I won't say it's your question. All right. But anyway, I'm gonna do that one for tomorrow. Okay. I will save that question for tomorrow. And if anybody else have any questions they want to send in, I will save that one for tomorrow as well. Okay. Because that's kind of like a multiple part question right there. Yeah, I'm gonna say that one for tomorrow. All right. So this is what we about to do. We're gonna close out our question and answers for tonight. Thank you guys so very much. Y'all are amazing. I love y'all. Make sure y'all hit that thumbs up button. But I am going to end the Ask Amoira segment. We will be back tomorrow with the Ask Amoira segment at 7-ish. 7-ish, you know what it is. But I will close out this live. I got 236 people in here. Please hit that thumbs up. I should have 236 thumbs up. I am going to close out this live and come back in 5 minutes to discuss our Friday night, Freaky Friday, whatever you want to call it, all right? Freaky Friday, Frisky Friday, whatever you want to call it. But I call it Laugh Out Loud Friday. Y'all know I've been calling it Laugh Out Loud Friday ever since I came to this YouTube. So we about to have a Laugh Out Loud segment, okay? So we are now done. If anybody just coming in, we are now done with our Ask Amoira relationship questions. And now we are going into our, somebody said Fake Friday, Laugh Out Loud Friday, okay? So give me about 5 minutes to get that set up and meet me back in these YouTube streets, okay? Love y'all. Make sure y'all hit that thumbs up button. I'm coming right back. Talk to you later. Bye.